Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of the one and only Starfall Radio. That's right, me and a couple of my friends decided to start this fantastic podcast. And, well, here we are. I'm Mr. Needle Mouse. And, well, go ahead and introduce yourself, guys.
I'm
Yo,
super
what's
good.
good.
That was some crazy glazing for the intro, bro. I'm like,
I don't know,
say,
bro.
man,
Like,
Mr.
don't ever do that
ownership,
again.
bro.
Don't
Don't ever do that shit
ever
again, bro.
again.
Yeah, What was I
me
supposed to
and
say?
my
What was I
friends
supposed to
decided to
say?
start my channel here where we're going to talk
Bro
about the
thinks-
things
No,
I
this is not my
decided to talk
channel.
about,
No,
guys.
Mr. Beast video, bro. I'm here to start
No,
with
I
a
didn't,
video today.
I didn't mean it.
And
I didn't
whoever
mean it for it
wins
to sound
gets
like it's
$50.
mine. No, I'm sorry. No, wait. No, I didn't mean
Wow,
for it to
we're
sound
on
like,
such a
it's my
great
podcast.
start.
All right,
This
guys.
is awesome.
So,
Awesome,
yeah, Starfall
yeah.
Radio podcast. We decided we don't yap
Yes,
we don't yap enough about Sonic on our own channel, so we decided to make our very own podcast.
Yes.
So you can listen to
Yeah.
our insane rambling.
Exactly.
on Spotify.
On
Spotify.
Spotify.
And
And Apple
Apple
Podcasts.
Music.
Make sure to get that subscription, guys. That $15 subscription, guys. Come on.
It's
Eventually, you
actually
can have a
free
compilation of
for
7
now.
hours of Starfall
For-
Radio
for-
to fall
for
asleep
now.
to.
for now.
All right.
Compilation
As-
Starfall
as
what
Radio
do
to
we-
fall asleep to.
So, chat, what are we talking about today? We're talking about
All right.
Sonic in 2024. We're talking about
that's-
Sonic Movie 3.
Mm.
We're talking about Sonic X Shadow Generations. We're talking about all
What?
that good stuff.
Let's
No
Yeah,
go.
bro.
way. All right,
Yes,
guys.
I know,
Alright.
bro.
So
So,
I
what
guess
we
like
thinking?
where like it was like where are we gonna
Where we
like
start?
start?
Okay,
We're talking,
so
like,
y'all know what
gameplay
I
or,
guess
like
it-
yeah.
Y'all, no, we're gonna start from like the most dumb place possible, bro.
Oh, fair enough.
All right, we're gonna start
The
with the
jump
Generations remaster, bro. That's what we're gonna start with.
Great
Yeah.
start.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect
Let's
enough.
go, man.
A lovely up-res port that this is.
Exactly. I've already made
Mhm.
my piece on that whole thing. But basically,
I was like, I gotta be honest.
I-
Well, like,
Okay.
despite the fact that it's like not a remaster at all, like it's just an up-res. I won't lie, I am kind of interested to see about the Chow missions and stuff. Collecting that. That seems
I
I
think-
forget about that.
Yeah, it's
I
like we
think-
haven't
They haven't-
seen anything about it, and
Yeah.
it's like it literally has to be for some purpose.
I think
It's
just
got to
gonna be a
give
little-
you something.
It's probably be a
Like
little thing.
collectibles,
Like
I'd
this-
assume.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think-
collectibles.
I think
That's
at
what I'm
most
thinking,
could be
because it's like the
skin.
red star rings would give you certain skills, like the homing attack
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
classic Sonic, that type of stuff. So it's like
Maybe the
hopefully there's actually a cool reward. That would be actually really nice.
I will,
What I'd
I will
love to
say...
Interestingly,
Guys, we can play as Shadow in Generations. Trust, I'm not
no,
coping.
that
is
I'm
not
not
happening.
coping.
That is
that's
not
dope, that's
happening.
dope, that's
Yeah,
dope.
he's
Can we get
coping.
What do you mean,
cosmetics if
bro?
we get
It's
it?
so logical,
That'd be
bro.
nice.
So
Cosmetics
logical.
would be cool, like a Chow.
That would be
That- I will-
awesome. That would
I
be
wanna-
awesome.
soap
Yeah, that would be
shoes or
fantastic.
rider
I
shoes,
wanna-
rider's glasses, stuff like that. I
wanna
think
bring
having
up
Isn't there
one
like
thing
this
here,
one
amazing.
mod? I'm not big into modding for Generations, but I believe there's like one mod that where you can just
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the fly.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
customizable Sonic mod.
Yeah.
That's the only mod I play with Generations. Like that is like the definitive Sonic Generations keep on mod. That and the Jason Griffith voice mod. That's the only two that stay
Oh
on.
my
most of the time.
god. The
Jason
Jason Griffith
Griffith.
blazer.
Yes, sir.
Get the fuck out of here.
He's a good voice
Bro,
actor.
Bro's
Bro's like, bro's like,
I'm
not
sorry,
to
bro.
glaze.
We have to do
Okay,
a whole
listen.
podcast. This is kind of look to the future. We have to do a whole podcast on like
on the voices of
the
Sonic.
J not
Dude.
just that, but like the JP purists, like all those like Dark Age fans. Because you know me, I am not the biggest Dark Age fan. I'm not the biggest Dark Age fan. You know
Yeah.
me. I'm like kind of pissy about all that shit. But well, that's besides the point. Let's go. Shadow Generations. I know there's some contention about them not really doing a lot about it. I kind of think that the issue is if they say it was a port that was adding Shadow Gens, I think it would have been fine. But they are marketing it as a remaster, which I think is where they're kind of
No, this
fucking
is
us.
this is
Yeah.
Sega. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I will say the quote remastered portions. I think I'm most excited to see how this drop dash will function for classic Sonic. For
I
modern
forget
Sonic,
about that
I'm
too
not gonna
all the
touch
time.
that.
I
was-
I'm not,
was-
They
bro,
need
I'm not
to-
gonna touch.
That's
I'm
been
not
on
gonna
my
touch
mind
the
on this too,
drop
bro.
dash.
Honestly, it's just because
in-
none of the marketing is pandering towards Generations.
Exactly.
No,
yeah,
absolutely.
they haven't
Yeah.
marketed
Like, it
the
was literally
Generations
all
part
that
since
stuff.
June.
But say that's the thing. Literally, we saw like 2 clips on Twitter of the stuff being added to Generations base
Have we
gens, and then
even
that's
okay?
it.
Do we even have official footage like of the drop dash yet? I
Yes.
don't think we do.
Not
Oh, no,
official.
We don't have
No,
official
We do
footage.
not have
We
it
have
officially.
footage
It's
of
only
the demo.
footage that's been leaked. It's only
Yeah, we
It's
have
kind of
footage
like,
of
it's
the
kind of
demo.
like how in
Footage of the
front,
demo.
it's kind of like how in Frontiers,
It's not
like
leaked,
the
yeah,
drop
it's
dash is
demo
in the
footage,
game,
but-
right? But they never said, "Oh, the drop dash is in the game," right?
Yeah, it's just kind of there.
It was just kind of
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
just kind
I
of
feel
found
like-
out
I
about
feel
it. It's
like
like,
the
oh,
drop
well, there's
dash-
the drop
The thing
dash.
is, the drop dash is going to be useful for the parts with classic Sonic
Right.
where you'd want to jump. But the thing is, from what we've seen, like it looks so much less powerful than the actual spin dash, which the whole fun
Well,
part
yeah.
about Jens' classic Sonic. G-Dub made a whole video, but like, there's like a really like it's not game breaking, but the spin dash is so much fun to use. And while classic Sonic and Gens is still, I don't like him as much as the classic games because I still love those games a lot. But I will say the overpowered spin dash is really fun to play around with, and I don't know because why would they make the drop dash so much less powerful? Like, it's not. How do I even say this? It's just it feels so much weaker than it should
I
be.
think-
It should
I
be
think
a
Feels
lot
I
more
mean, I
underpowered.
get that
It's
because
the-
like I feel
the
like
reason
too,
it
the way they need to
exists-
do it is that it needs to be less powerful than the spin dash because actually taking the time to rev up a spin dash should be like more powerful since
Well,
you
yeah, but
sacrifice
it feels
time to
so
charge it
much
up.
I
more-
think
But that
it
I
feels
also
so
agree
much
that it is
weaker.
too weak, so they should
I
it
think
shouldn't
the
be
whole
as
point of it,
strong,
though-
but like half somewhere
I
around
think
there.
the whole point of it though is that it's like it's just to keep the flow. It's like the original the version of the drop dash. The whole reason it was made
Mania.
is so that it's not a speed
Yeah.
increase. It just keeps your flow. That's the
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
point
it's
of
that
the
you
spin
can hit
da-
the ground
drop
and just
dash.
keep going.
Yeah,
that's
it was
nice.
never
Exactly.
to
Ground
be.
run.
It
That's
was
what
never
makes
meant to be faster.
that's what makes Mania's Green Hill so fun. Like doing drop
Yeah.
dashes in just the first act of that
So much
entire
to do,
game is
so
so
much to see.
Okay,
goated.
but that's
Those are
kind of
like-
like how I feel like that would. Okay, so the drop dash would work for classic Sonic, obviously, but why does
Sure.
modern Sonic?
Bro, they just gave it.
I think
to
it's
us
to keep
for
the
Bro.
continuity for.
I'm
It's
about to
most
say,
likely for
honestly,
fun.
They just
probably
gave
just
it
a
to 'em.
consistency thing. That's just the
Yeah.
drop dash is going to be in everything.
Just,
I don't. Yeah, I was
That's
gonna
just
say.
one
I
of
think
Sonic's
the drop
moves now,
dash,
I guess.
because
I don't
everyone
know if
just
they-
glazed. Everyone glazed the drop dash in Mania, and it was amazing in Mania. I'm
Right.
not gonna
It's
say
a
it's
good
not.
move.
It's
It works.
fantastic.
It works.
It's a
And they
in
were
good
Mania.
like,
move.
and they were like, I think they took the
Absolutely.
wrong lesson because what they did is they basically said, okay, so we're adding the drop dash to everything now.
Well, correct me if-
everything that's coming out in the future will have the drop dash, and then sometimes
Well-
it's goaded. Like I like it in Superstars. It's a classic game. It works well in a classic game. But then like the original drop dash in Frontiers before update 2 was abysmal. Like it was awful.
Correct if I
Don't
may,
think they ever
Dimas,
changed?
I don't think they even intended for the drop dash to be in original Frontiers, like not even original Frontiers. I don't think they ever intended. I think it wasn't like a last minute addition. I'm not sure. Don't
Yeah,
quote
I
me
think
on
it was
that.
like I think they just kind of like I'm sure someone just like was in Sonic team was like it'd be kind of cool if we added a drop dash. It's like sure why not? And they just like
Yeah.
coded that in
Yeah.
like 15
Like, I was
minutes.
just saying,
and
I
they're like
don't
yep, there.
think
Well,
it was
there's a
ever
drop
intended.
dash.
gotta say you don't even
Yeah.
use it at all.
Yeah, yeah,
pretty
you
much.
don't.
You only
The
use
only
it
reason-
in
I
the
won't
slippery
lie.
parts.
I won't lie.
Exactly. That's the only time you ever use it.
I
is
better
in
say
Chaos
that's
Island.
the thing. Yeah,
Chaos.
that's true. I was like, I won't lie. I do. There have been times that I
Which-
use it sometimes. It's just It is
which-
nice after going on a what do you call it? One of the like trick ramps. Landing's pretty nice if
Yeah.
there's a platforming segment.
Well,
It
of
actually is
course,
kinda
yeah.
helpful, but that's kind
Which-
of it.
Yeah,
Kind
I
of
just
forget
gotta
about the
say,
drop
it's
dash
there-
now. Is that
unuseful.
Yeah.
Which is
You
a
can-
great segue because Chaos Island is coming back
Yeah,
in
what the
Sonic
fuck
and
is up
Shadow
with that, bro?
Generations.
What
Okay,
is
no, I want to
Yeah,
talk about this.
I was
I want
gonna
to talk
say-
about this, right? I think people forget. I have a lot of my things that really like. Why is Chaos Island here? Why is this here? It's time travel, right? Just because.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Just because Sonic Generations takes place before all of those games doesn't mean that the shadow that we're playing as is not from the future, right? Because the white space is a place outside of time. That means anyone from any point in time could go there. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Really, chronologically, nothing really has to make sense. Maybe Shadow, like I mean, Ajita, we're talking about this. It would have been funny if Sonic was playing pinball in Chaos and Shadow was just doing something, right?
Yeah, because
It would-
we
Yeah.
saw in
You
a
know what, that's-
screenshot
yeah.
the volcano is like erupting, and that
That's
only happens when you
interesting.
beat the pinball. It only
Right.
happens when you beat the pinball.
That-
bruh.
that's an interesting
I know
point.
they
What
aren't
was-
doing this. I
what?
know they aren't doing this, bruh.
Yeah,
but dude,
no.
you know what hops into my head instantly, bruh? You're just playing the level, and you low key just see Sonic fighting Knight in the background. Bro.
That would be
You just
so
beat-
that would be
you just
crazy.
beat the crap out of Knight. You're
No,
just
that would go
Shadow's
hard.
just
That
like,
would
what is
go
he
hard,
doing?
though. That would go
That
hard.
would be
though.
so
Oh my
goated. I know they're
gosh.
not doing that, bro, but it would be so
Honestly,
awesome, bro.
knowing the scale
If
that
they
is
do
this
that, it's
game,
a
it
10
wouldn't
out of 10
surprise me if
video
they did
game.
sneak that
But to
in.
say,
Knowing
that's
the
the thing. It's
scale
like
that is this game.
no
This game is-
expectation, but it wouldn't be outside
All
of
right.
the realm of possibility.
No.
type thing.
Since-
no
But-
expectation.
okay,
And if the
They
official
doing
team doesn't
that,
do it,
but,
we'll just get
they
a mod.
could.
I don't think
type
that's
beat.
possible
Okay.
because the whole thing about Shadow Generations is like the Black Arms are invading all of the old areas. You
Oh
know what I'm
my
saying?
god.
That just wouldn't
Yeah.
work.
Shadow the Peacock mentioned.
You
That's
know what I'm
fair.
saying? That just wouldn't work. But that would be cool. My
That's what I'm
I
theory,
think-
saying.
okay.
That'd be so cool.
I think
Since
my
we're here,
Oh my
theory.
since we're
god.
talking
that-
about wait.
Ah.
Since
My-
since we're talking about Titans, I want to kind of segue into: do you think we're getting a Titan fight at the end of Shadow Gens? Because I think
Yes,
people
Yeah,
talk
I
about
think
Definitely.
so.
For
I think
sure.
people.
so.
Okay, but what if we don't? Do you think like you'd be pissed off if we didn't?
No,
I
just
wouldn't
be a better
mad,
boss than
It
the
would
OG
just be kind of
gens.
lackluster. It would.
I
It would
get
just be
that.
kind of
I
like.
mean,
oh,
I think-
wait,
I think
wait,
we're
hold
gonna get
on.
a super Shadow
Actually,
fight.
Yes.
but, like,
I was
but,
gonna
but,
say-
like, how would that make sense though? Because Shadow doesn't have the Chaos Emerald. Sonic is getting them, right? So how
well,
would that?
no, they could figure something out.
I think the thing is with the
figure
Titan
something out.
fight.
What
I
if he
think the
gets a
most
new
interesting
form?
thing to me about the Titan fight idea is, they don't necessarily have to make it like a Titan fight. We're getting a Super Shadow Final boss, but I feel like what they're doing with the have y'all seen the Bio Lizard boss? Because remember the Titan fights in Frontiers were sort of apart from like the second phase of Night, were almost always about just sort of pulling off flashy moves and just yeah, that's about it. With Shadow Generations, it feels like they're pushing the bosses much more forward. I mean, take a look at the Bio Lizard boss. No, I don't think I've ever remember a boost game ever having a boss anywhere like that. Like, nothing comes to mind. And it feels climactic. There's a lot of cinematics to it, but the boss itself looks fun. Same thing with Neo Metal Sonic. The boss looks fun to play just as much as the cinematics. So if they can balance that for Super Shadow, balance the cinematics, and make sure that you're not just, spamming a button, doing a couple of combos, and then not having any cool effect, and the boss doing something that you can't just hold parry for.
Right.
Oh my god, that would be just amazing.
That is an interesting point you bring up because since Shadow Generations doesn't really have like a proper combat system, you have like some of the Doom powers, right, that serve that purpose. But it's kind of
Oh, yeah, we're
interesting
definitely-
that it's like, yeah, I feel like the way the game is set up already just lends itself to having more mechanically in-depth bosses, and we've definitely
I was
been
about to
seeing
say the same
that.
thing.
So I think if they do a super shadowed fight at the end of the game, and it's more akin to a Titan fight, honestly, it'll probably be a lot better than the ones in Frontiers.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe not.
And
maybe not.
what's gonna
maybe
happen?
maybe not scale and shock factor wise, because that's
yeah,
because Frontiers low key
I don't
caught
know.
everyone kind of off guard
Well,
in
of
a lot
course.
of ways.
It won't
was
be
like,
the same.
What?
It definitely
So
won't
it's
be the
say
same.
It will
Yeah,
not hit
no
the
one-
same.
no one's
so
gonna
I'm
get
not
that
expecting
same
the
Giganto
same,
feeling
But
when they,
yeah,
when
I'm
they
not
first heard
expecting
Kellen's
that, but I'm
vocals.
expecting a better boss. It will probably be
Oh, yeah.
better. It's just
I'm
going to be
expecting-
mechanically more interesting.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, what
here's-
I'm expecting is that I don't think it's gonna be a Super Shadow fight, but I think it kind of
Really?
what Unima said. I think it's gonna either be a new form or it's going to be a base form fight, but
Guys.
the spectacle is gonna be on par with the Titan fights.
Guys,
That
guys,
makes
guys,
sense,
guys,
but
guys.
it has to be
I
Super
just had
Shadow.
such a
It has
crazy.
to
I had
be.
such
Honestly,
a
bro, it
crazy.
kinda has to
hold
be,
on,
bruh.
hold on.
It
hold
has
on.
to at
I
this
had
point, like-
such a crazy idea, guys. What if, right? Because Shadow actually grows like parts out of him. Like he grows the wings. He transforms into this thing with Chaos or Doom.
That's what I'm saying,
transform.
bro.
Bro, Doom Shadow, where
Doom
he's like
Shadow,
made out of
bro.
these like venom
man.
parts.
I don't know.
They're not
honestly.
doing
I don't
that.
really
No,
know.
bro.
I'm
They're not
honestly,
doing
I'm
that.
on.
No, they're not
yeah.
gonna
Do
do
you,
that.
do you
They're not
don't
gonna
think
do
they're doing
that,
it, or
but
do
that
you
I'll
would
not
be
want
honest.
them to do that?
I'll be
I don't-
honest. I don't want them to. Honestly.
Yeah,
I
me
think
neither,
that's
to
kinda,
be
like
completely
low
real.
key. Nothing personal, but I think that's kind of dumb.
I
Yeah.
but
It's
like,
not personal.
How do you get Super Shadow? There is no Chaos.
Okay,
Emeralds.
listen,
From as far
listen,
as
listen,
we see,
listen.
Think
there's
about-
no
well,
Chaos.
all
Emeralds.
right,
Bro,
how does-
but how
you- like you
does
said,
chaos?
it's
How is
time
chaos?
travel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How is Chaos Island in
time
the game?
travel.
It's time travel. They could get the bro. They're going to pull in Avengers, bro.
That doesn't make
Avengers
sense.
Endgame.
No,
They're
but
gonna
in
go
this
back in
context,
time,
though,
bro. Get
it
the
doesn't make
Chaos
sense
I gotta-
because
I
He's
gotta-
just
Second
gonna
time.
yank
I gotta-
the emeralds
I
for
gotta-
like
no,
10
think
seconds
about
in
it.
time
No,
and
no,
then
no,
put
no.
them back.
No.
Think
but
about
think
it.
about
Every
this.
stage you
In the
travel
white
to, you're going to
space-
get an emerald
but-
from. And
But
then
in
you
the white space, they're already at Sonic's already collecting them in the white space. Okay, so
no,
that would
They
not
could-
make sense.
no, you're missing the point. No, look, there are
The-
different
the-
points in time, and
Yeah.
Sonic didn't
No,
get the
the white
emeralds.
space is outside of time.
No, the emeralds Sonic got were from the boss gates and the bosses and There's that one that was just kind of floating in white space. Yeah.
Yeah,
Here's
it's
the
for
thing,
Metal
right?
Sonic and all that stuff.
All of the bosses, I can almost like, I can guess that the bosses in Shadow Generations will also get you Chaos Emeralds. Each one will get you a Chaos Emerald. And
I have an interesting question.
here's
to
the thing.
pose,
I know,
actually.
I know you,
Oh,
I know
go
you
ahead, my
think
bad.
that since it's white space, they can't have it. But okay, again, how is Chaos Island in the game then?
Because time travel.
Exactly, because time
Okay,
travel.
hold
They
on,
go
hold
to the
on.
Chaos
But you're-
Emeralds.
but the context
this
is
this
different,
where I
though,
bring up
because
this
it's the
Yeah,
white
that is
space.
a little
This is-
different though.
This
The
is
white
space
this is
is-
where I
is
bring up
the
my
white
question. This is
space,
where I bring up my
everything
question. Hold on,
happens.
hold on.
There's no time in white space, right? But the thing is that chaos. There's only one pair of chaos emeralds. There's not multiple pairs, right? Because they're all
And he's
all
gone.
every because I'm here, bruh. But like all of the
Mhm.
chaos emeralds from all of time, it's like
Me
just
too.
there's still one pair of chaos emeralds, right? So there can't be multiple unless they do that. They pull that shit out of their ass. They're like, oh, there's actually some different pair of chaos emeralds. Then they're like, okay, that's kind of
No,
lazy,
no.
right?
Here's the thing. No, think about it, right? You have Sonic, right? Okay, he's in the white space. Who else do you have?
Yeah,
Another Sonic from a different
classic
time.
Sonic.
The same person
Yes.
from different times. Why can't
Yeah,
there be
but there's
Chaos
not multiple.
Emeralds?
There's not multiple chaos emeralds.
Why
it's still
not?
The same set of
It could
chaos
be the
It's
emeralds.
Chaos
still the
Emeralds from
same
the past,
Sonic.
dude.
It's still the same
Those
Sonic.
Chaos Emeralds could be from. Honestly, those Chaos Emeralds that they use could be the ones from the past, and the ones that Shadow could use could be the ones from either future or present.
Yeah.
That was here. I'm bringing up this question now. Then, do you guys? I don't know if you guys saw the. I know it's probably not, lore or anything.
There's
but
no classic Shadow.
There's no classic Shadow, no.
bro. No, that's not what I was thinking of. You saw that Sega sponsored Terminal Montage's new video, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the end of that video, the Shadow was taken into white space after the events of Team Sonic Racing, which could put which I don't know, maybe this was confirmed, maybe I'm being stupid,
Really?
but is Shadow
Wait, what?
the one we
Y'all
see
didn't-
is
y'all
the
didn't know this?
Shadow that is in Shadow Generations? Is that the Shadow that's current, like 2024?
Do you-
like
Yes.
So-
has
Yes.
gone
so-
through
I
everything?
Okay.
do think
Or
that.
is it the Shadow
It's a
from
sponsored
Shadow
video, so I don't
Generations?
think it would be like blatantly incorrect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
No,
humorous video,
actually,
but
I
I
can
think
see
that's
that.
to a little bit of
There
it. Like,
could-
so that's the thing. You literally see a forces joke, and then the Time Eater grabs him.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
So
I
that's
was
the
about
thing.
to
What I
say.
think's interesting is that the Time Eater starts everything, if we're going by this video, and then Doom gets involved. It's
Or
not
even
Doom
then,
from the start,
even-
which is
even
interesting to
afterwards,
think
even-
about.
The whole Chaos Island thing can get debunked actually quite well, not debunked, but I will say the Chaos Island idea, Shadow, from what I get, the Shadow gets grabbed immediately. Well, not immediately, but this happens after the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is like
That's true. It
you
also
said
you
happened
said Team
after
Sonic,
that
wait, you
too.
said Team Sonic Racing. Now you're saying the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Which
yeah,
one is it?
because I thought
It's
I thought they
both,
ended up
because,
as Team
yeah,
Sonic
it's
Racing,
both.
but
It
no,
shows-
they ended
hold on.
up.
Yes,
they
did y'all
ended
not?
up as-
Yeah, it shows an infinite joke, and then Shadow being a
I'll
locksmith,
send
and
it
then
in
it shows
chat
him
real quick.
standing on a hill in front
Like
of.
a little
I guess it
hill.
was Westopolis,
yeah.
and then the
I
Time
knew
Eater
that.
grabs
I
him.
knew that. I thought that was like, I don't know, him just standing on a random city or something like that.
Yeah, I
How
didn't.
does
I
that
didn't
after
recognize
Team-
it being Team Sonic Racing.
How's that Team Sonic Racing? I
Yeah.
never even bothered with the
Okay,
story when
well,
that came
here
out. I played
no,
like 2 seconds of
that
it.
would make sense
That's not Team
though,
Sonic,
because
that's
that
transformed,
explains.
but yeah, whatever.
Because this is good for the original generations too. Because in the original generations, are we just expected to think that like Shadow went on this crazy fucking adventure off screen, while he's just in Generations, he's just standing there in white space, just kind of chilling out. You know?
Yeah, I was gonna
Like,
say.
is that
that's
really
one of
the? Is
worst-
that yeah? That's what I was kind of like iffy about at first. Like, how are they going to connect it together? But if they say like, this is a different
This
Shadow,
is the Shadow.
not a
yeah,
different Shadow, but a Shadow from another time, from the future.
guys.
Ooh,
could
wait,
that-
wait.
no,
What if?
could
So
that-
what
could
if?
that-
What if like? What if like
What
Generations?
if they fought?
What if
What if they fought?
Generations happens? I'm trying to think, because my first thought was, what if like Generations happens, they all get out, and then the Time Eater just comes back?
Yeah, okay,
Just
that's
yoinks Shadow
something. That's something I'm
afterwards,
curious.
That's a better
about.
explanation.
Also,
that's a better
I know,
explanation
guys,
than them
I
Because
saying
I know
know
that
that
I
these
know
take
that they're
place at the
supposed
same
to
time.
take place at the
they
same
confer-
time.
Yeah,
but
they
like,
take place at the same time.
And that they
I
really
also-
dug
Like, what
themselves
did
in a
the-
hole with that.
Here's the
They really
issue
dug
with that
themselves in a
statement.
hole.
Here's the issue with that statement. What does that even mean?
Yeah,
I
at
know,
the
like I
same
said, they
Same
dug
time.
themselves in a
time. What
hole.
does that
They dug
even
themselves in a
mean?
hole.
Okay,
They dug
Yeah.
my
themselves
theory.
in a
My
hole.
theory is
They don't
that,
know what it
okay,
means.
my theory is that when the time eater thing happened, right at the beginning of Sonic Generations, that didn't just happen at that time, but that happened across all of time. Like for in the future, in the past.
Solaris.
Because think about
Yeah.
looking.
because remember, why do you see that in the past? Like you see the time eater takes classic Sonic and modern Sonic. So why is it not the same that it can also take
True.
Shadow in the
Okay,
future?
true.
I was gonna,
It
I
happens
was gonna
throughout
say
all
That's fair.
actually something that hit me was the fact that like can we what would be so cool actually is Shadow. Well, first of all, I want to quickly say it would be so cool if this modern day Shadow fought past Shadow, like in Generations. I think that'd be sick as hell. But more importantly, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the Time Eater, both in the trailer that we like saw him for like a little bit, and in this little animation that Terminal Montage made, this is the Time Eater without the Eggman modifications.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
This is
That kind of
Yeah.
supports Benji's theory.
This is
That-
the
that's what
pure
I've been
Oh,
Time
that's
Eater.
true.
and even then, that's also the Time Eater
Oh,
that's shown up in the
right.
trailer.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's
You,
interesting.
you said terminal montage thing.
I said both. I said
Oh,
shown
did
in
you?
trailer and in Terminal
Oh,
Montage.
I didn't
yeah.
catch that. But yeah.
I mean, to be fair,
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's
I mean,
interesting.
to be fair about the terminal montage thing, I mean, I guess you could have animated it, but who knows?
That's the
Yeah.
thing, man. Okay, but like it's in the trailer too. It is
Right.
absolutely like the Time Eater from before the Eggmans modified him. So could the events go like this? The when Eggman finds the Time Eater, he starts tinkering with it. The Time Eater goes out of control. I don't know, grabs Shadow. Then the events
I
of
think-
Generations happen while the Eggmans are tinkering with this Time Eater, and then
I-
Shadow has his own thing happen at the same
no,
time that Sonic
okay.
is
What I
it's
think
just-
happened. What
I
I
just
just think
don't
happened.
see it. I really don't.
It's-
Because
Yeah.
how are they
Honestly,
going to?
dude,
how are they
I
gonna
want, you know what I
connect it?
want to happen?
Like,
You
how?
know what
How
I
are they
want
gonna
to
connect
happen?
it?
I want to open up the game and they just come up with the most banger explanation and it just makes sense, but they ain't doing that.
This
They
is
ain't doing
Ian
that.
Flynn.
Bro,
They
I
are.
This is Ian.
I
Unless
need
they
that to
are-
happen, bro. I just need
who
them to be
knows?
Listen,
like, all
bro,
right, here's
no
how it
hate-
is, and here's
no
why it
hate
makes
to-
sense.
bro.
Like,
no
oh,
hate to
thanks,
Ian
guys.
Flynn.
This is why
No
you gotta be
hate to
careful with
Ian
time
Flynn. No,
travel,
hold on. I
bro.
gotta explain
Yeah,
myself, or otherwise
every
the
time
comments are gonna
travel
murder
plot
me.
always sucks, bro.
Everyone, the comments are gonna hate me if I don't explain myself. No hate to Ian Flynn in the slightest, but
What?
like, no, I said, well, it's Ian Flynn. Of course, we're gonna get a convoluted story. But the thing is, no hate to Ian Flynn at all. I think he writes Sonic characters pretty well. But what happened in Frontiers was, like, there were some parts where it was like I'm looking at the thing and I'm like, what?
Yeah. He tried to fit
That makes
together.
no
he tried to fit
sense.
together like points that were never meant to fit together.
Wait,
Just
what
like-
moments made you do? Wait, what moments made you do that? Because you kind of lost me there.
a lot of the side for example, a lot of the side quests were like, huh? A lot of the memoirs were like, okay, so Riders is
Wait,
now
what?
canon.
It
so how
felt
did
like
that
over
happen?
explanation and
oh,
too many
you
meant like-
references. Too
you mean
many
like the nods
references
that Sonic's
and
made,
and
the
over
nods he made.
explanation, over
Yeah,
explanation.
those were-
Because like,
over-explanation.
what's up
Yeah,
with
those were
going to Final
unnecessary.
Horizon? So like Final Horizon, right? What's up with that one thing where you go to Sage and it's just like, oh yeah, these rails don't exist. You're just imagining them. He's tweaking
Yeah,
out on
that's so
flipping Galaxy
stupid,
Cast.
bro.
It's like, okay.
Okay, shut up.
I didn't even
well,
know that. I
alright.
didn't even know that was there.
Is that?
Yeah, it literally says that all the platforming sections are in his imagination.
Yeah,
dude.
like what kind of
So,
what
wait,
bullshit
So
is
what?
that?
So does he like? Yeah. So
What
does
is that?
Okay, I don't
So
think it
does
was
he sort of, like,
imagination. I
float?
think it was like
Does he
like the
float?
cyber corruption or
yeah,
something. I don't
he
know
had
what
like
the
a
term was.
connection or
But it was
something.
saying that they aren't real. He's so Sonic's friends, I guess, if they don't
Does he
have
like,
that too or
float?
whatever, if they're not tweaking too, I guess to like Sage or Eggman, he's just running on
Floating.
nothing.
Yeah. Like
Just
that's an
grinding
interesting.
spark has
That's what I'm
sparks coming
saying.
off his
There are
shoes.
some things
That's
that don't
ridiculous.
Yeah,
need
that's
explaining.
Yeah,
There
that's
are
the
some
thing. It's
things
like
that
you
don't.
Exactly.
didn't need
There's
to
some
explain
things
that.
where
You
they
didn't
just
need to
don't-
make. You didn't need to make
Yeah.
it a plot point as to why pop-in happens, bro. You didn't need to try and explain that.
Yeah, like,
or
come
explain
on.
why it doesn't match with the terrain. Like you did not need to explain that.
Like we know why it doesn't match with the terrain. It's because they didn't have enough time. Like we
no, what do you mean, bro? It's
understand.
the lore. It's the lore.
It's just the
bro.
lore.
Kishigoto would never
this
make such a
reminds- this
fatal
reminds me-
mistake.
This reminds me of that one meme where it's like Sonic Superstars director Takashi Iizuka confirms that all of the glitches aren't actually glitches, and in fact Eggman's diabolical traps using Sonic's speed. Like,
Like what?
Yeah, bro.
or hold on, there was this even better one where it's like Sonic Team, or it's like Takashi Iizuka in an interview confirms that in fact Sonic 06 is not glitchy and it's it's Solaris's time fuckery fucking up the game. Like,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Hedgehog space program, bro. No, that's just how powerful Sonic is, bro. He can alter gravity, bro.
this is like 1% of Sonic gravity. Sonic's power.
This is only
That's
1% of my power.
All right.
Bro
Yeah,
thinks he's Goku.
yeah. So that's the
not
thing.
even
Was
Goku.
like Ian Flynn.
I know.
I think he knows the characters quite well. He's good at writing them. But I think.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
As long as he just doesn't go too far with trying to appeal to fans and over explaining things, I think it'll be really good. As long as he just like
Oh.
as long as he just keeps the personalities good. I don't really care. I don't really care about
Speaking-
Sonic stories
speaking of
anyway.
personalities-
Right, and we'll be
Speaking
Just
all
don't
right.
make him annoying.
I was gonna say, speaking of like characters, apart from Shadow, we know that Omega is also gonna be in the game for a little tiny part where he just sort of pops in.
Oh yeah.
And apart from Omega, who else could be here? Because Omega, you know,
Well,
I guess
Rouge,
Rouge decided.
yeah.
It's gonna be
100%.
Rouge.
But
Because remember,
like,
it takes the time
is this
doesn't matter
future
here.
Rouge now?
That is
Is this
true.
gonna be future Rouge too? Because if
I mean,
future
who
Shadow was
knows?
grabbed,
Like it would
Well, it doesn't
probably
really-
be
Future
current
Rouge
day.
also get
It'd
grabbed?
probably be current day, I would imagine, because there's Rouge in base generation.
I was gonna say that was like my main like.
On it. Well,
what?
wait. Well, wait a minute. Hang on. If there is no Rouge, because Omega wasn't in base gen, so
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so if not for Rouge, I guess Omega. It would be so cool if it was like the entire game was just an Omega Shadow tag team, because those two don't get enough like.
Honestly, that would
Like,
be really
they're-
gas.
like,
I can't even lie.
like,
That would actually
their
be
Am I the
interactions
only
are
one
so
who thinks
funny,
Omega's just
bro.
kind of meh? Am I the only one? I honestly,
Uh,
am I the one who doesn't care
yeah.
for Omega in the slightest? Like honestly,
No
like
way,
I
bro.
legit, like even as a kid, I never really cared for Omega. I
No,
never did.
Okay,
I
I'm
love-
lying.
I
I
love
just
Omega.
Like I thought he was just a pointless character. Like
Yeah.
I never.
I kind of
just-
get that.
No,
I
what do you
will-
mean, bro?
honestly,
What do you mean, bro? In the comics. So in the comics, you see.
That is not what I was gonna say. That is not what I was gonna say. But I will say really quickly. You know, even though you know the whole it's in the comics thing and everything, right? Ian Flynn wrote that Omega, and I think a funny comedic relief, but he's not comedic. Like the way he writes him in the comics is funny.
No, he's
I like
not.
it.
He's funny, not intentionally. That's what
Yeah,
it
he's
is,
funny
right?
non-intentionally. Exactly. He like
Yeah.
Knuckles in the Sonic movies.
Oh, so
and-
he's basically
and-
Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. I got it.
yeah, sort
Okay.
of, sort of. He doesn't understand that he's
actually,
funny.
that's
except
kind of a
he's
really
funny.
good comparison. I won't even lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's funny, but he doesn't know he's funny. And also, I like how he's just funny. I like him, and I think since Ian Flynn is writing Omega for the first time in a game ever, it'd be really fun to see if he can carry that over to what's it called? Carry it over to the
Honestly,
games.
that is all with the assumption that he plays more of any sort of role other than "Wow, you saved me" and that's it. Like, it would be cool.
I mean-
to see more characterization, but yeah, whatever.
Okay,
I don't
now
know.
I
At the
think
end of the
it's
day, I just I have
Listen.
my
Now, chat-
my non-Sonic.
I
fan
think we should
take.
probably move on to Sonic movies.
Well,
Yeah.
No, wait,
That's what I was
yeah.
gonna say.
One more thing,
one more thing, one more thing.
Let me say
I've
one
been I've been fiending to say this. Okay.
All right,
Okay,
bro.
bro.
What do you think we're gonna see a Sonic Mania stage? I would kill to see
No,
Skywalker,
bro.
We
bro.
are not
Absolutely
seeing.
not.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry,
no, no,
bro,
no,
but we
no.
are not seeing Sonic
We are not
Mania.
seeing
We are
Sonic
not.
Mania.
It's not
No,
happening.
no, no, no.
I'm sorry.
Sonic
bro.
That is
Colors,
just not
maybe.
gonna happen.
Sonic Mania ain't happening though.
What the fuck?
Anyway, guys,
You're not
Let's-
getting. You're not getting.
we got
me, I'm sorry.
like we got like
Bro was
15 minutes.
distraught, bro. Bro was
let's move on to Sonic
distraught.
Movie 3. Mainly,
Yeah, I
Alright,
gotta,
alright.
gotta do
mainly,
that.
since we're talking about a bunch of stuff regarding it, is Amy going to be in the movie, chat?
that. No.
No,
Hell no.
you're not getting Amy. You're not getting
Hell
Rouge.
no.
Sorry, Sonic fans, it's not happening. Okay, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I will bear it for you.
You're not gonna
getting
get
Rouge.
you're not gonna get your over sexualized bat in the movies. Just shut up and go home.
You're not getting your bat titties. Okay.
What will I ever
I'm
do?
s-
Okay,
here-
honestly,
well,
the
okay.
way
we
I,
all
the
know
way
that
I think
Riley's
of
gonna
it,
be
you know what I
devastated,
think?
but
A lot of people have pointed out like the shots or whatever. You know how how any
That's
good
ex-
cinematographer
mad
would not
copium.
look at that and not have a character there. And it's like I get that, but my stance on it right now is that yeah, it could happen, but like honestly, why the heck would they hide Amy Rose, bruh? Like, I'm sorry, the general
surprise
public isn't gonna
factor.
see Amy and be like, yes! Ah! Like they aren't
No
gonna
one's getting
freak out.
killed.
No one's
I'm
gonna
sorry.
freak
Okay,
out
no,
over
no.
that. I'm
I
sorry.
disagree
Like I
with
feel
that
like that's
because
I
here's
feel
the
like
thing,
I don't think
Knuckles-
that's gonna be. I don't know.
They hid
Knuckles?
the fact that Knuckles was in the movie for a while
For like
until
one
Idris
trailer,
Elba.
bro.
But
No,
that's the
they
thing.
didn't.
It's not
In
the
the
hiding
first-
it.
in the
It's that I
first-
don't
in the
think
first
people. I don't
reveal
feel like there'd
trailer,
be
they
that
literally
excitement
showed
there.
off
Like, what is
Knuckles
she
by
gonna
the
do?
body
Like,
and
oh
stuff.
wow,
What are
no,
you
I'm
talking
just
about?
saying like they kept his involvement with the movies a secret. Like it was known off rip. Okay, this movie is going to have Tails, right? It was known off rip.
Yeah,
We
I
didn't
know what you're
know
gonna
if
say,
Knuckles was
yeah.
going to be in it for the longest time until Idris Elba made the announcement. Like it was a mystery. So-
Yeah, but in the first trailer, we already
Okay, I understand
immediately
that.
saw
It
him.
is
No, but
slightly-
we
it
didn't
is
get the Idris
different.
Elba
It is
announcement until
different.
months before the trailer, though.
Yeah,
We didn't get
exactly.
that.
It is different, and I agree.
That's what
a
he's referring
different
to.
scenario,
I think
but I
people-
still
I
think
think-
there's something going on with trying to keep
Yeah.
that sort of like mystery to it. You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
Yeah,
I think-
that's
I
what-
think
I
there's
feel
definitely
like
a
it
mystery
could
to the
happen,
plot,
but I don't
but I
know.
don't think they're
doubt
hiding
it. I
Amy.
doubt
Like,
it.
I'm
That's
sorry,
the thing.
but
It's like
here's
I
the
don't.
thing.
Yeah, there's not hype around that. Honestly, I feel like
No.
Knuckles.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
There
saying. People
isn't.
would be excited to
That's
see Knuckles, and they
Knuckles,
were.
bro.
That junk was hype as
Nah,
crap.
bro. Don't
But
mess
I
with
don't-
the Amy fans, bro.
That's what
Don't
I'm
mess with
saying, bro. I'm
the Amy
sorry,
fans.
bro.
Oh,
Apart
I'm
from
sorry,
like,
I'm
apart
sorry.
from like the,
All right,
col-
hang on.
apart
Guys,
from the
we're gonna have to
collection,
we're gonna have to make a
apart from the
whole
collection
Logan
of people
Paul
on Twitter,
apology.
I don't think anyone's gonna really be losing their mind over Amy Rose in the
I
We're
think-
movie.
gonna have to
I'm
make
sorry.
a
I think
Logan
people
Paul
think-
apology.
I think-
We're sorry that we slandered Amy. Just
No,
don't
fuck
kill
that.
her.
No,
Fuck that
stupid
shit.
No,
character,
fuck
bro.
that.
Get out!
I think.
Listen,
I think
here's the thing.
People think
If
people
they
think
introduced
that they're
Amy-
gonna do a what is it? A Marvel versus not Marvel versus Capcom. What am I saying? They're gonna do a Spider-Man No Way Home thing where they hide like the what did you say? Marvel versus Capcom, bro.
Like, bro,
Marvel
what
versus
are you,
Capcom.
what are you
That's-
talking about?
Where is he going with this?
They're trying to do a
Interesting,
Spider-Man- they're trying to do a
interesting comparison.
No, what I meant to say was they're trying to do a Spider-Man No Way Home thing where they hide like the big characters until like the actual movie comes out.
Yeah,
But
that
I
ain't
don't think
happening. That's-
they're gonna do that shit.
That's what I'm
'Cause
saying.
they wouldn't-
Amy's
like-
not that big of
yeah,
a character.
they-
Everyone just
yeah.
knows her as Pink Sonic. Everyone knows Shadow.
there's
because
no
Shadow
other
is Shadow the Hedgehog.
What drives me is that like people are like saying we need these more characters. Like I've been
No,
seeing stuff
we really
online saying
don't.
like we need
I'm
Metal
sorry,
Sonic
bro.
and Rouge and Amy. Like I see this, it's like don't we have enough? Like don't we have
Yeah.
enough?
That's the
like
thing.
I've
It's
said
like,
this
here's
before.
the thing.
But
yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't want
to-
any of I don't want any of this. I don't want any more characters. We don't need a surprise Metal Sonic plot twist villain. Shadow and Sonic rivalry is plenty in this film, and
The
there's
thing
so
is-
much that they're doing with this movie for like it being Sonic Adventure 2. There is so much that they're doing, like Gerald Robotnik being alive and whatnot. Like there's again, like I said, there is so much that already is going on that we don't even know about. We don't need anything else. What we have is plenty. I rest my case.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say people. I don't think Sonic fans understand what makes a good movie. The thing
It's
is,
not just
right,
Sonic fans.
let me-
It's
let me-
it's not
listen,
just how
let
many
me- let me
colorful
break it down. Let me-
characters
let
you're
me-
a
let me-
fan of
let
are
me-
in
let-
it.
Let me break
Neil
it down.
Mouse.
Let me break it down. And
Neil
I'm not
Mouse,
gonna
hang on,
dance.
before you,
Hold on.
and before you get started, I was just gonna say it's not just Sonic fans saying this. It's casual movie fans as well, like that know
Okay,
Sonic.
okay.
But it's movie fans in general.
People are unaware.
familiar
I'm
with the
sorry.
series.
Let me break it down, bro. In Sonic Movie 2, do you guys remember how when the movie came out, everyone was praising, like loving how Knuckles came out, but a lot of people
Yeah.
were saying how Tails was underdeveloped. And yes,
Yes,
because in order
exactly.
to flesh out
absolutely.
Knuckles, they had,
had
to
to-
relegate almost all the time to him, and they left
Because,
out Tails, and
yeah.
people were upset. So now we want Shadow. Shadow's such a a fragile character. You
That
either put him
character
perfectly
requires
to
so
a
much
T,
development. It's
yeah.
unreal. You like he has a
Exactly.
lot
Yeah,
of
and
setting up
and
to do.
do we
You
want
can't just
and, like-
you can't just
Fuck,
throw
and now-
Shadow in there. There's a
Yeah.
lot. You got to set up
Exactly, you
his
can't
character
just
a
have an
lot.
Amy
There's
in
a
there
lot
as
to
well.
set up.
People
So
can't.
you
And
you
people
gotta.
are for
There's like a
real
good 20
saying-
minutes of screen time just to giving him a good explanation for doing anything.
And
Exactly.
people are saying, when we've got such a character, and after these same people complained about Tails not getting enough, like, time in the movie, now people are saying, well, actually, we need 80 and Rouge and Metal Sonic and a random ass Sonic character that no one cares about. Like,
Being the Dynamite Banger Edition. Like,
No, bro. What if we
I'm
get
sorry,
we're
bro.
Bark-
That would
we're
actually.
Bark the polar
I'm
bear,
sorry, bro.
bro.
Honestly, a
What
Being
if
the
we get-
Dynamite cameo would honestly be like, I can't lie, that would
Bro,
actually be
what if
better.
we get
bro. I'm
yellow Sonic? Bro, what if we get yellow Sonic from Sega Sonic Bros?
Yellow Sonic, bro. What?
What about Red
That is
Sonic,
not
bro?
Yellow Sonic,
Bro,
bro.
Red Sonic, bro. What if we
isn't
get
that
freaking
isn't that just
Knuckles.
Sega Sonic?
Bro, that's not Ray and
Uh-uh.
Mighty, bro. That's Yellow Sonic and Red
That's
Yellow
Sonic.
Yellow
Sonic,
Sonic, bro.
bro?
my mistake, original gangster?
Yellow Sonic and Red Sonic, bro. What you know about Yellow
That's
Sonic
what I'm
and Red
saying, bro.
I
That's
know
so
nothing
true.
about Yellow Sonic.
Sonic? What was that?
Bro, what are we doing, bro?
What are we doing
here?
here?
What are
What
we
are we
doing
doing
here?
All
here?
right.
What are
Here's
we
the thing,
doing
though.
here?
Okay, here's my thing about it. Right, there's such thing as Spider-Man 3 syndrome, if you will.
Oh, I understand
yeah.
fully where this is coming from.
Yep.
I
know
understand what you're
exactly
saying.
he's gonna
That
say.
if
Oh,
anybody has
no.
seen Spider-Man 3, you can glaze it all you want, but that
I'm
movie
glazing
was
it, it's
all
baller.
that movie was all over the place,
Yep.
all over
I-
the place.
Yeah.
I don't think movie 3 will fall into that because
No.
there's
But-
one
Yeah,
villain.
but you want to
There's-
avoid
Okay,
that.
but if they but if they decide to introduce Amy, Rouge, Metal
they're not.
Sonic,
Which
which
they're
they're
not.
not, obviously
But-
not. But if
Yeah.
that were the case, then that would be a problem because
I'm
the
just
movie
gonna-
would need
You
to be
can't
the
can't
movie would
focus on
what
that
the movie
many
would need to be
things.
3 hours long to fit
Just
all
about,
of that
if
in
not that.
maybe.
and then it no longer becomes like a family film. It now just becomes some like flipping Sonic Twitter drug movie, bro. Like
Yeah,
it's,
bro.
it's not
No,
even
no
like
one
an
would
actual
love-
film.
no,
That
I'm
like
not-
who's gonna want to
I-
watch that, bro? Like that's
feel
too
like-
long, bro.
Exactly.
This
I
is
feel like- I
this
don't know- I
this
don't know if
story
there's
is
a-
not serious enough to be demanding 3 hours of my
I
life,
feel like,
bro.
and then somebody again go back to Spider-Man, No Way Home. Be like, oh, but we have all these new villains, all this. The difference is those characters already were adapted in
Yes,
the movie. You have a
exactly.
So
movie
true. They
character-
actually
Exactly.
and you know what the
Yes.
big thing is?
Exactly.
They've already been set up. They already
They've
have
already been
stories
set
they've
up,
been told.
yes.
They already
Yes.
you know their origin already. If you
And people
don't,
like-
then you can just
and
go
people-
watch those
and-
films.
and
They
the
have
people-
dedicated movies, so it
And,
makes
and
sense.
honestly, and
The
honestly,
whole- the whole
honestly, I'm
thing-
gonna be
the whole
honest
thing-
here. I think that the greatest thing they could honestly do is have Sonic and Shadow fight. You know, have the awesome scenes where the two of them fight, but have Gerald Robotnik as the main villain, because
I mean, that'd
not
be
only
gas.
is he
That's-
alive,
He is. It's obvious.
he's alive.
Yeah, he's
gotta
and
be.
he hates everyone for killing Maria, his only granddaughter. He's gonna hate everyone, and he's gonna try and use Shadow to kill everyone.
Well,
And
Shadow is the
that
weapon.
Would be peak. I'm sorry.
That
That
would-
would
Okay.
be just
Guys,
peak.
that would be so peak. But
Well,
here's the issue we run into, bro. And the Shaggy Flash, like, oh yeah, guys, such a intimidating villain, bro. I'm
I
literally
think
about to
I think
I think it's
what
a
they're-
front.
I
That's
think
probably.
what
I think
they're
it's a
trying
front.
to do. I
Yeah,
think what
yeah.
they're trying to make like make him seem like, oh well, he's not gonna be a villain. He's gonna be
He's
helping
just
again
Jim
to the
Carrey
dumb
but
kids.
older.
Yeah, to the dumb.
And
It's
you know
just
what?
Jim
Here's
Carrey's
the thing. Here's
granddaddy.
the thing. Honestly, I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh no, they're not gonna take Gerald seriously." But here's the thing: I actually really like about him being a little bit unserious in that trailer, bruh. Because
Yeah.
like,
Not serious.
because like, I'm sorry, bruh. Ain't nobody know who Gerald is, bruh. I'm
True.
sorry,
That's
bruh.
what I'm
I've
saying.
seen like
Here's
a
the thing
ton
about
of
that, Vito.
reactions, bruh, and everyone's like,
Yeah,
"It's
who's
like,
this?
what? Eggman has a dad?" Like,
Yeah.
they're like, "Who is this dude?"
Again,
And that's the thing.
people
It's
have
like,
to
I'm sorry,
remember-
bro. It is a Sonic brain rot thing to just kind of assume that everyone kind of knows who Gerald is. Like, ain't
I
nobody
think-
know about Gerald, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
People forget.
Well, honestly,
that
they
that's
can
the
honestly
thing.
make
so
him-
them,
they
so
can make
them,
him
so them just
Here's the
playing
thing.
it off as like, whoa, it's Jim Carrey talking to Jim Carrey. Look at how funny that is.
Whoa, look how
That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
like all the
funny.
adults are
Hang
gonna
on.
actually find that
They
funny.
can-
but that's kind of. I
they
can't even
can-
lie. That's kind of baller though.
Yeah, it
That's what I'm
is.
saying.
But
That's
they
what
can,
I'm saying.
they
That's a
can
good
make
strategy.
him serious though.
It's a
They
good
can,
strategy.
they can.
Oh,
Oh, they
yeah,
can,
absolutely.
for
But
sure.
I'm saying I'm glad that they're actually it's presentable. Like
Yeah, it's
no-
gonna
a
be
non-
like,
a
oh,
non-Sonic
fun,
fan
goofy-
can see
fun,
that and be
goofy
like, oh
other
my
Jim Carrey
goodness. I was like,
characters.
yeah, I love Jim Carrey. Look at how fun this is gonna be. So funny. You know what I mean? Like that's just something that I think people would be drawn towards. Not
Exactly.
you know.
I
And
mean,
I
it's
think
gonna be
that little
funny as
scene in the
hell,
trailer
but-
that was probably
But us
the
Sonic
best thing
fans
to
know
pick.
when the plot twist will come into play. Like we'll know when Gerald will
And
eventually like show his
also-
true colors.
Yeah, when he'll
I
tweak
also I
out.
think a big thing that people have a problem with the movie is like, oh, I was hoping this was gonna be a 1-to-1 thing to Sonic Adventure 2. No,
bro.
because
No.
No,
that's
bro. That's I'm
It's
sorry.
not gonna
That's
work.
not
Story,
happening.
please
that
tell
your
that
own
game
story.
I love that game story, but that game story does
No,
not
bro.
work as a movie, bro.
It
And,
does
like,
Nah, bro.
not.
No.
You
You
gotta
even
have
as
someone-
gameplay
even
in there,
as-
bro.
Even as
Yes.
someone who,
It's
even as
fundamentally
someone
a video
who-
game story.
Like you can have similar
even-
beat, like you can have similar plot beats and stuff. But I think what they're gonna do, what I really think is gonna happen, is that the main premise, right? You have Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Shadow, the Arc, Gerald. But the things that happen are gonna be different. My only thing, the
Mhm.
only thing that I want, two things actually. If y'all remember the Chow Garden, right?
Okay.
If they
Uh-oh.
don't play the Chow Garden music, there, I'm gonna be pissed off.
It's gonna
Right.
be so
Right.
funny because on the recording he's
Right.
gonna be talking just fine. He's gonna be like, "Why?
Yeah.
Why is
You're
everybody
just gonna
like?"
mute us. You're just gonna mute us.
Can I
up here.
fi- wait,
Yeah,
wait,
you're
wait,
gonna
can I
have
say
to
my
just cut
piece?
us
Can
out.
I say my piece? So the one thing is, if the Chow Garden they don't play like the Chow Garden music from the games, I'm gonna be pissed off. And two, I really hope that
That'll be in there.
final-
That
I hope that final rush is in the movie somehow.
Oh,
Oh,
Like, maybe
bro, that'd be
if
so
he-
gas.
Bro, because the arc is there. The arc is there. Then why
arc
would
is
we final?
there.
Bro, please, bro.
bro, if they listen, bro, can you imagine? Can you just? I know this is not gonna happen, and this is me just like going, like this is not gonna happen. Obviously.
Spit the copium
But
out,
can
bro.
you-
What are you asking for?
Imagine where like they get on the arc, and then Sonic's like, and Sonic's like, I have to quickly deactivate the arc or something like that. And then you have a scene where he jumps, and then the fucking final rush riff starts playing, and he starts to railgun.
Don't get me hoping, bro. Don't
That
get
would
me
be
hoping, bro.
that would be cool, but I mean, Junkie XL, it's Junkie XL.
Fuck Junkie
it's
XL,
not gonna
bro.
happen.
The
I know
only
it's
good-
not
Junkie
gonna
Bro,
happen.
the
XL.
music
The
from
only
the
good piece of
movies.
music Junkie XL has ever made was the Wonder Woman theme from Batman vs Superman and the Deadpool Maximum Effort theme. That's
Can
the
you
only good
guys
piece
ima-
of
You
score he's
actually
ever
are
done.
That's
so
what I'm saying,
cooking,
that's
bro.
what I'm
Because
saying,
that's
it's
the
not
thing.
gonna
It's not even
happen.
that he's
That's-
necessarily a bad music composer, bro. But why do you have him on a video game movie when he does not like video game music? That is not
Exactly.
who you pick. Put him on
Okay.
any other movie.
Yeah.
Hire him for anything else, please.
you
But
guys-
he
Get
is
the-
like,
get the
People
he
who
has
made the
voiced
Mario movie
opinion, bruh.
OST. Get the people who
Yeah.
made Mario movie soundtrack. That soundtrack
That's
is
why- that-
amazing.
That is a
That's
gr-
why-
like I
that's
think
why-
there was
that's
a
why I'm
little
saying-
too much there in some places,
No,
but I
it's
thought
not
they
too
did
much
pretty
some
good. It was a little
places.
too
No.
much, dude. There needs to be some
No.
more
Level
original
select,
stuff.
level select is perfect. I mean, end of level, whatever the end credit theme is.
Oh
that
yeah,
is-
that was awesome.
Oh, of
It's
course.
beautiful.
Also,
it was great
another
stuff,
big
but I feel like there was a
thing-
little
another
too
big
many
thing-
references sometimes.
But another
that,
big
whoa,
thing,
okay, guys.
No.
like shout out to the Mario movie. I think the Mario movie put pressure on them. Like if they don't have video game music, it's gonna be a bad look for them. I think the Mario movie put pressure on them to actually start to incorporate.
I
No,
think-
because people are gonna
Yeah.
look at that like people
Right,
are gonna, if they
okay,
don't do
sure.
it, people
Yeah,
go,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
why
yeah.
did
I see what
Mario
you're
movie
saying.
did this? Why can Sonic do this after 3 movies? Right? I think that put a lot of pressure on them. I mean, if they don't do it, that's actually stupid, right?
Yeah,
But
at least
if
we
they-
know
I'm
like
just
live and
saying,
learns.
you're
in there.
getting
like,
li-
at
you're
least we
getting live
know.
and learn, and
Yeah.
that's it, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
You're
bro.
getting live and learn, and that's
I'm
about
sorry,
it.
bro. You're not gonna enter the near the end of the movie and just like that's not happening, bro. I'm
Bro,
sorry.
but can you
Be
guys,
so
can you
wrong,
guys,
bro.
that's why I'm saying, I know it's not gonna happen, but can you just imagine, just for a moment?
I will
how-
say I would like
awesome
Final
that would
Rush to
be.
be present, not
I've
just like
imagined
not
it
like
more
the
times
stage
than you can
environment.
count.
But here's the thing: I don't think they can do that, unfortunately, because here's the thing: the arc is still big, but it's not that big. Like he really can't
no,
do
isn't
that
Final,
huge
isn't Final
scale
Rush,
environment.
like,
Because yes, it is
No,
like
isn't
the
Final
size
Rush
of a
really
large
hanging
bridge.
up-
It's still big, but like you can't have. I don't
no,
think
isn't
you can do
no,
that
that's the
very
thing though.
well.
Final Rush is a very vertical thing. It's not attached to the arc. It's like kind of just floating under it.
Okay, that's true. That is true.
It's not really. It's and also we've seen like a small scale arc what it could look like. The thing
Yeah.
is the reason it feels so big is because it's a video game, right? They just have to,
Well,
it's a
of
video game,
course.
but they can 100% design a Final Rush or something like that as a movie thing because it makes like even narratively it makes sense why it would be there. Like it's like let's say they do like Gerald Robotnik thinks he killed Sonic, right? But he's actually alive. And Sonic like, oh, I have to disable the arc. Shadow's like, oh shit. And then like they're chasing each other. Like it's gonna be Final Rush and Final Chase. I genuinely think that is something that could actually happen in the movie.
That's
Okay,
a
That'd be
perfect
so
combination.
wrong.
Sonic's in the final rush and Shadow's in the final chase. Oh,
Oh,
that's perfect.
What was that, bro?
Look at us glazing.
Bruh, we're getting it's Sonic
Glazing.
Fane. It's Sonic. It's Sonic. That's not
No.
glazing, bro. That's Sonic Fane. That is
Oh,
Sonic
my
Fanes in the wild
fellas.
getting excited.
Never mind.
That's just not gonna happen.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
well.
Still though, here's the
Horse!
thing. I still think movie 3 is going to be good. Sonic and Shadow
Absolutely.
Generations is going to be great. With that being said,
Absolutely.
everybody,
What
thank
about
you
Sonic
all
Rumble?
for tuning
What
in
about
to
Sonic
the
Rumble?
first episode. Benji is
What about
tweaking
Sonic-
out, but
What about Sonic Rumble? What about Sonic Rumble?
What about Sonic
bro,
Rumble,
not
bro? What
talking
about Sonic
about
Rumble? Bro, ain't nobody
Okay,
give a
wait, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
Actually,
hold on, wait,
Benji,
wait. Before you wrap up,
before
before
you
you
even
wrap up, can I say one thing?
No. G-Dub, you don't even gotta talk about Sonic Rumble. Sonic Rumble's coming out in winter. We don't know when. in
Bro,
winter. It could
hold
be in
on, bro. That's
January
all I'm gonna say,
2025.
bro.
Bro,
Like,
it
bro,
could,
Fall
like,
Guys,
get
but
delayed for all
Sonic,
we
and
know.
it's kind of slow, but it's really fun. Sonic Rumble.
Yeah,
is
Yes.
such
Yay.
an
fun.
Anyway,
Yay.
guys.
But what
So good.
about the
Anyways.
Sonic?
Oh my
what
god,
Sonic-
shut
what
the
Funko
fuck up.
Pop,
We're
bro?
ending the episode. We're ending
What
the
about the
episode.
Sonic
Be quiet.
Funko Pop,
Be
bro?
quiet. No, not
We're
that.
just gonna make. We're just gonna make a separate.
Did you
we're
just
gonna
say?
make a
Wait,
separate
did you just say
episode, like a
Sonic
separate
Funko
smaller
Pops?
scaled
Is that what you
episode.
What about the Sonic Pillow Pet, bro? Come on.
The Sonic what?
Okay.
The
Yes,
pillow
the
pet.
Sonic
Pillow
Pillow
Pet.
Pet, bro. Yes, bro.
Nah,
The
bro,
Sonic
what y'all,
Pillow Pet.
y'all see that new Team Sonic Racing, the new Sonic Racing update that came out today,
Bro,
bro?
what the
Yeah, bro. What do you mean,
Yeah,
bro?
what the
DJ
fuck?
Wait, that
Vector,
hap-
bro.
wait, that
DJ
happened?
Vector.
Yes,
Yeah.
bro.
They added DJ Vector to the
DJ
Apple
Vector,
Arcade
bro.
Sonic Racing, bro.
Fuck.
Why now?
Bro, because it's DJ Vector,
Oh,
bro.
man.
Bro,
Alright.
don't fuck with DJ Vector.
Um,
Alright.
All right.
I hope y'all
In all
enjoyed this
seriousness-
episode.
Hope y'all have a good
Yeah.
day. Thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for more
Thanks.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Bye.
Subscribe to all.
See
Subscribe to these
y'all.
guys' channels because they make
See
funny
y'all.
content.
No, we don't. Shut the fuck up. Bye,
Yes,
everybody.
So,
Okay, bye.
Later, yo.
Ciao.
Yeah.